Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, my grade 6 girls. Really, I miss you so much. Today will be our last will be our last video, our last session for social studies. I hope you will understand and you will read in your book. Okay, then answer your activity book. Okay. Let's start our topic today. Our topic today is Middle East geography. Middle East geography. Of course, you all know what do you mean by the Middle East. The Middle East means the Arabic countries in Western Asia and some countries in North Africa. So the Middle East means the Arabic countries in Western Asia and some countries in North Africa. Deserts. What do you mean by deserts? Of course, you know that most of the Middle East is a desert environment. Most of the Middle East is a desert environment. Deserts are places that receive less than 25 centimeters of rain each year. Deserts are places that receive less than 25 centimeters of rain each year. The desert landscape has been shaped by water and wind. The desert landscape means shape. The desert landscape has been shaped by water and wind. Water curves through the rock to form gullies and canyons. Water curves through the rock to form gullies and canyons. So the water that goes through the rock, it will make two things. It will make gullies and it will make canyons. It will make gullies and it will make canyons. After, what do you mean by gullies? Gullies means deep valleys or channels carved into the earth by running water. Gullies mean deep valleys or channels carved into the earth by running water. Okay? After, wind blows the sand into dunes. Wind blows the sand into dunes. Saudi Arabia's sand dunes move about 14.6 meters each year. Saudi Arabia, it has very large area of sand dunes. Very large area of sand dunes. We will repeat again. Wind blows the sand into dunes. Wind blows the sand into dunes. Saudi Arabia sand dunes move about 14.6 meters each year. It moves about 14.6 meters each year. The sand blows into pipelines that carry oil. The sand will go into the pipelines that even carry oil. Okay? After, here I want you to see the picture of sand dunes. Okay? After, how people survive in the desert. If it is desert, how people survive in the desert. Here, surviving the desert environment. Surviving the desert environment. People have lived in the Middle East for thousands of years. People have lived in the Middle East for thousands of years. Even in the desert regions, they have done this by collecting enough food and water to survive and using their environment. Of course, they will adapt. They will get used to their environment. So they will collect enough food and water to survive and to live in their environment. Okay? So today we done with many parts today. Number one, it was the Middle East geography. We discussed about desert, and we said that most of the Middle East is a desert environment. Most of the Middle East is a desert environment. Okay? And we discussed also the meaning of gullies. We said that gullies are deep valleys or channels carved into the earth by running water. Carved into the earth by running water. Okay? We discussed also what about sand dunes? What do you mean by sand dunes? We said that sand dunes it done in the desert by wind. It's made in the desert by wind, because wind blows the sand into dunes. It makes the sand into dunes. And we said that in Saudi Arabia, the dunes move about 14.6 meters each year. Okay? After we discussed how people survive in the desert environment. How people survive in the desert environment. Okay? By collecting enough food. By collecting enough food and water to survive and to use the environment. Thank you for today, and it's also our last session for this year for social studies. I hope all the best luck for you. Thank you and goodbye. I'll miss you so much, my dear girls. Goodbye.